obviously we've got Paisley and Beach. We got to worry about Massengill, Finley, all of them that we've got to make sure we key in on, and we got to be ready to go regardless.
I've had people text me all night. Quickly, I'll ask you this question. What is the school record for number of points in a single game? We'll have to do a little research on that, won't we?
Research.
But Varney may be close.
Sure, yeah.
We'll have to take a look at it.
I'd say one of my former teammates, Trigger Barlow, may be up there close. But,
that's possibly right. We'll have to look at that and see. But
she was a good one to play with.
Now tonight I can say congratulations.
Yes, sir. You can.
We look forward to Friday night at Monroe County.
All right, Jay. Thank you.
Coach Piper Lindsay. The Trojanettes winning here tonight by a score of 64-23 over Franklin-Simpson, the number 3 team in the region. And very impressive win tonight by the Trojanettes. We got more to come with the CPC Commodities post-game report. CPC Commodities, proven on our farm, made for yours. As we'll come back after this break. This is Trojanet basketball, brought to you by Don Franklin Glasgow on Nash 103.7.
Barren County farmers, you want feed products and nutritional supplements that are proven to work for your operation. No time on your farm to mess around. CPC Commodities understands. So they provide quality feeds they can stand behind. CPC Commodities offers direct-to-farm delivery options. Direct-to-farm. For bulk or bagged feed, minerals, tubs, and farm hardware. CPC Commodities. Proven on our farm, made for yours. Call toll-free 888-618-6455.
Life is a series of moments. Big moments, small moments, moments you want to bottle up so they can last forever. At Edward Jones, we want to make the most of all of them. Whether you're planning for the trip of a lifetime, retirement, or just need some everyday advice along the way. That's why an Edward Jones financial advisor like me works with you to build personalized strategies for today and tomorrow. Life is for living. Let's partner through it all. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Jamie Harris. Call me at 270-651-9993. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
A lot of land comes with a lot of work. The new Kubota MX series has a lot to offer, including a versatility to mow, move hay bales, grade roads, and clear brush and snow. An optional spacious cab to keep you comfortable in any conditions. A front-end loader with excellent loader lift capacity, transmission options, and rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Visit your local Kubota dealer today.
Your Kubota dealer is J&J Sales, 1311 West Main Street in Glasgow.
This is Terry Bunnell, Chairman, President, and CEO of the People's Bank. Have you heard about the great rates going on now at the People's Bank? Open a 3-month CD and earn 4.0 annual percentage yield. A 6-month CD and earn 4.50 annual percentage yield, or a 12-month CD and earn 4.65 annual percentage yield. Choose a great rate and make it count. Stop by the People's Bank, 1300 West Main Street, Glasgow, to open your new CD today. People's Bank, working for you. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Limited time offer. Minimum balance required to open and obtain this identity fee is $1,000. Money only. The rate is fixed for the term of the certificate. Other terms and conditions. Please refer to the account disclosures available at account opening and upon request.
You're listening to Barren County Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Glasgow. Now back to court.
Trojanettes led 21-2 at the end of the first quarter, 37-12 at halftime, 52-16 after 3. And they win it 64-23. Franklin-Simpson with just 9 field goals tonight, 5 of 9 from the free throw line, 8 points from Alea Partinger, 6 each for Chloe Smith and Lanaya Brown, and 3 for Sanaya Downey. For the Trojanettes tonight, 24 field goals, 6 of those were 3-point shots. They hit 10 of 14 from the foul line. Abby Varney, career high 33 points. 23 in the first half, hit 5 3-point shots. Katie Elmore had 11. She scored 10 of those in the first half. 6 points for Mary Claire Warren, a field goal and 4 of 4 from the foul line. A 3-point basket from Mahalia Burton. 2 points each for Katie Murphy, Addison Smith, Taylor Strange, Riley Wilson, and Shelby Bird had 1 point on 1 of 2 from the foul line. Very impressive night indeed for the Trojanettes.
Yeah, statement win coming off of that near miss last night with Bowling Green 24-47 for 51% for the game. We were 6 of 15 from behind the arc for 40. Held them, like you said, to single-digit field goals, 9 of 43, just 21%, and they did not hit a field goal from behind the arc, 0 for 13. We turned it over 10. They turned it over 15. We out-rebounded them 31-27. They did get 10 offensive boards, and we only got 5, but, all in all, a pretty impressive performance with a big win. Run clock victory is probably not something any prognosticator had for tonight's game.
Coach Piper Lindsay's comments tonight were brought to you by McDonald's. Enjoy a McDonald's meal tonight at your Glasgow McDonald's. Time to name the Monticello Bank MVP. Your MVP when it comes to all your financial needs. Proud sponsor of the Barren County Trojans and Trojanettes. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. This one is an easy one.
I was going to say probably the easiest one we've had all year. Abby, very, very impressive tonight and playing like somebody who had a chip on her shoulder after last night.
So that will about do it for our girls portion of our broadcast. We come back, we'll get set for the boys, the Trojans, and the Wildcats. Coming up next on Nash 103.7.
At Don Franklin, we're more than a group of car dealerships. We're hardworking, everyday people of Kentucky. We strive daily to give 110% to our customers, our employees, and our families. We are committed to providing everyone with a safe and reliable vehicle. And we continue our tradition of supporting our local communities. At all 24 dealerships across Kentucky, we will treat you like family. Don Franklin Family of Dealerships, we are Kentucky.
Life is a series of moments. Big moments, small moments, moments you want to bottle up so they can last forever. At Edward Jones, we want to make the most of all of them. Whether you're planning for the trip of a lifetime, retirement, or just need some everyday advice along the way. That's why an Edward Jones financial advisor, like me, works with you to build personalized strategies for today and tomorrow. Life is for living. Let's partner through it all. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Jamie Harris. Call me at 270-651-9993. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
A lot of land comes with a lot of work. The new Kubota MX series has a lot to offer, including the versatility to mow, move hay bales, grade roads, and clear brush and snow. An optional spacious cab to keep you comfortable in any conditions. A front-end loader with excellent rotor lift capacity, transmission options, and rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Visit your local Kubota dealer today.
Your Kubota dealer is J&J Sales, 1311 West Main Street in Glasgow.
This is Terry Bennell, Chairman, President, and CEO of the People's Bank. Have you heard about the great rates going on now at the People's Bank? Open a 3-month CD and earn 4.0 annual percentage yield. A 6-month CD and earn 4.50 annual percentage yield, or a 12-month CD and earn 4.65 annual percentage yield. Choose a great rate and make it count. Stop by the People's Bank, 1300 West Main Street, Glasgow, to open your new CD today. People's Bank, working for you. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Limited time offer. Minimum balance required to open and obtain the state ADCY is $1,000. New money only. Rate is fixed for the term of the certificate. Other terms and conditions. Please refer to the account disclosures available and account opening and upon request.
You're listening to Barren County Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Glasgow. Now, back to courtside.
Last night, the Trojans took on the number 2 team in Region 4, the number 8 team in the state of Kentucky, the Bowling Green Purples. Barren County fell behind 14-0 to start the ball game, but battled back within 2 points on a couple of occasions. Just couldn't get over the hump, with the Purples winning 72-63, dropping the Trojans' record to 17-9. Eli Brooks had 28 points. Aiden Miller and Carson Beckham had 12 each. The Trojans hit just 16 of 26 foul shots. Franklin-Simpson is 13-7 under 11th year head coach D. Spencer. The Wildcats have won 5 of their last 6, ranked 4th in Region 4, just above Barren County, who is 5th, and below number 1 Warren Central, number 2 Bowling Green, and number 3 South Warren. They compete in District 13 with Russellville, Logan County, and Todd County Central. Their last 2 games were against Russellville. Wildcats losing 55-44 last Wednesday, but winning 50-38 last Friday. Franklin-Simpson currently leads the district with a 4-1 record. Todd and Russellville both 3-2. Logan County's 0-5. They have won the 13th district the past 2 seasons. The Wildcats' last 6 games had wins over Greenwood by 10, Logan by 34, Allen County Scottsville by 12, Todd by 12, Russellville by 12, and the loss to Russellville by 11. Their other losses to South Warren by 12, Warren Central by 28, Ohio County by 21, Bowling Green by 5, and Lexington Catholic by 16. Franklin-Simpson defeated Barren County last year 61-49 at Franklin. The Trojans 2 years ago defeated Franklin-Simpson in the first round of the 4th region tournament at Franklin, 62-59 in overtime. And dating back to 1998, Franklin-Simpson leads the series over Barren County 15-14 with 10 games decided by 8 points or less. And so another tough test here tonight for the Trojans after that ball game last night against Bowling Green.
Lexington Catholic by far and away the best team they played, the number 2 team in the state, and then they've played some teams out of Tennessee. But all in all, they've kind of played a very local schedule and have done pretty well against that. And the losses are against, as you said, the ones you would expect: Bowling Green, Central, and South Warren. All of those, except with the exception of Russellville, are the ones that are above them in the poll.
Right.
In the AP poll this week, I think we were actually 4th in the region, coming in behind Bowling Green, South Warren, and obviously Warren Central. So this is a matchup of 2 arguably top 5 teams in the region. Like the girls was a top 3 matchup. So I'm very interested to see what our boys are able to put up tonight after kind of very similar to the girls, a tough fought game last night, unable to pull out and had to fight an uphill battle all the way. They've got 3 really good players. They can really score the basketball, put up just shy of 60 points a game. So we're going to have to be on our A game tonight, have to really defend and find creative ways to score, hopefully from more than just a couple positions like sometimes we get in a lull, and Aiden and Eli are only 2 ones really pouring in the buckets.
Yeah. Franklin-Simpson averages about 57 points a game. They give up 53.5. They shoot almost 42% from the field, about 31% behind the arc. They average about 6 threes a game. They made 116 on the season, 68.3% from the foul line, and 25.5 rebounds. Trojans are averaging just under 60 points a game. Their opposition 55.5, shooting 46.7% from the field. They made 121 three-point shots this year, and Carson Beckham has made 62 of those 121, 34.5% from behind the arc, 68.2% from the foul line, and 27.2 rebounds a game. Got a score update on the Coca-Cola scoreboard. Monroe County girls defeat Glasgow tonight, 46-32. Monroe County 46, Glasgow 32 in that girls game. This is the Don Franklin Glasgow Countdown to Tip-Off. We got starting lineups coming up next here on Nash 103.7.
With a solid foundation, CRS Construction Company is a business that lays down that solid foundation, getting construction sites ready for new builds. A family-owned commercial and industrial construction company based in Glasgow, the owners have a combined experience of over 60 years in the construction business. They specialize in excavation, site development, and site utilities. Put CRS to work on your next job and know that it will be a success.
CRS Construction in Glasgow. Call them at 270-678-2876. The caring and compassionate staff at Hatcher & Sadler Funeral Home knows this community. Hatcher & Sadler assists families with pre-arrangements and moving pre-arrangements. Planning ahead provides peace of mind to you and your family. It also gives you time to think about your preferences and how you want others to remember you. 120 years of trust. Hatcher & Sadler Funeral Home, corner of North Race and Happy Valley Road in Glasgow. Call anytime, 270-651-8821.
Every time I look in the mirror, I'm astonished at how much my smile has changed. I see photos on social media. I just cannot believe the transformation because of Sure Smile. I'm just over a year into wearing my Sure Smile trays, and I'm happy to say I'm on the home stretch. Dr. Riley and his staff are instrumental in giving me more confidence when it comes to my smile. Call Riley Dental Group to find out what they can do for you. 270-651-5939. Do you have teeth that aren't straight, or maybe you wore braces at some point and over the years your teeth have shifted? I'll be honest, I was embarrassed at how my teeth looked, and that's not easy for me to admit. To say I'm excited about my smile now is an understatement. Whether you want a small change or a more significant transformation, call Riley Dental Group for a consultation. 270-651-5939. Do it for you. Sure Smile will help you smile with confidence. I cannot wait to see my outcome.
You're listening to Barren County Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Glasgow. Now, back to courtside.
And the starting lineups are brought to you by SCRTC Total Communications for the Franklin-Simpson Wildcats. Under 11th year head coach D. Spencer, ranked number 4 in the region this week. DeMarcus Hogan, number 4, 6'5" senior, averaging 16 points a game. Jalen Briscoe, number 11, a 6'6" senior, averaging 16.3 points, 7.5 rebounds. Gabe Jones, number 1, a 6'2" senior, averages 10.8 Gavin Dickerson, number 10, a 6'2 junior, averaging 4.6. O.J. Gamble, number 23, a 6-foot junior, averaging 3.7. Barren County Trojans ranked 5th in the region this week behind Franklin-Simpson. Warren Cunningham, the 15th-year head coach of the Trojans. Assistant coaching staff, Jared Browning, Matt Gardner, John Stevens, Tucker Kirkpatrick, and Wade Coomer. Number 2, Tate Spillman, 6-foot sophomore, averaging 5.5 points a game. Ray Bewley, number 3, a 6-foot sophomore, averages 4. Aiden Miller, number 24, a 6'5 senior, 14.7 rebounds a game. Eli Brooks, number 12, a 6'7 senior, averaging 22 points, 8 rebounds a game. Carson Beckham, number 35, a 6'1 senior, averaging 9.5. That game last night against Bowling Green, Eli Brooks had 28. Aiden Miller and Carson Beckham had 12 points apiece in that ball game. Again, the district tournament starts in a couple of weeks on Monday night, February 20th. We'll broadcast all 6 district tournament games from Warren East High School here on Nash 103.7. And then we'll move on to the 4th region tournament at WKU's Dental Arena starting Sunday, February 26th. We'll do all 14 games, the regional tournament, both the girls and boys. Every game, and you'll hear it right here on Nash 103.7 and 104thescore.com. Homecoming festivities will take place at halftime of the game tonight. Jared Combs, Davis Taylor, John McMillan, the officials for tonight's game as we get set for the Farmers RECC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening Tip-Off. And our first quarter of action brought to you by German American Bank, supporting the communities we serve and believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Franklin-Simpson in blue uniforms, white numbers and lettering. They're to our right, Barren County to our left. Home white with burgundy numbers and letters outlined in gold.
By record, this is the best team we have left on the schedule, heading to Monroe County, as you said, Friday night, then finishing up with Metcalf and Clinton. Metcalf actually has a losing record. Clinton just above 500 at 13-11. So this is our best opportunity to knock off a quality opponent. And they have good size. They have kids that can score it. Sometimes this isn't always the case that your leading scorers are also your best three-point shooters. Sometimes you have some kids that are just out there, specialty shooters, and can knock it down. But that really makes it easier sometimes to match up. You know, if they're their best player, they're also their best outside scorer. So they've got 3 kids that can knock down the 3, average almost 6 of those a game. So we really have to be active early and see if we can use this big crowd to get behind us here for homecoming 2023 and push us over the finish line to get our 18th victory. So
Franklin-Simpson's Jalen Briscoe was named to the second team All-Region. Barren County's Eli Brooks named to the first team All-Region. And the Trojans will be going from left to right here in the first half. Franklin-Simpson coming right to left. It's Eli Brooks in the jump circle. Franklin-Simpson's Jalen Briscoe. Jared Combs will step in to toss it up. And it's going to be controlled by Franklin-Simpson. They'll set things up with Sam Mylar starting tonight. That's a different change in the lineup. 5'10 senior, number 3. So give it on the right side to Hogan, and back out it comes to Dickerson. Back to Hogan on the right side, halfway to the corner. Now Hogan on the dribble, 1. Gives it in the corner now to Dickerson. And now they work it around in there to Briscoe. Back around the perimeter left to Mylar. And going up the baseline, they kick it back out. And a traveling violation on Hogan.
Said he came back down before he was able to get rid of the basketball as he got up in the air with nowhere to go.
So Barren County will have the ball. 37 seconds gone in the contest. Ray Bewley will work it against Mylar. He'll give it to Beckham. He'll be guarded out there by Jones. Right side it goes to Bewley. Bewley goes left side, reverses back right. Trying to go back door to Brooks, but nothing happened there. Back out to Bewley. They'll give it to Brooks. Dumps it down inside there. It's Miller. Left-handed hook shot comes up short. Ball's tipped out. Mylar digs it out. And up court to the right side, Jones on the baseline. Going underneath. It's taken away by Miller. Reached in there and just took it away from Briscoe. Here's Tate Spillman. Gets rid of it out to Bewley out front. Right side corner goes to Beckham. They fire it down to Miller. Fadeaway jump shot. Good. Right baseline. Aiden Miller.
Tough shot, but good body control falling away from 6 or 8 feet.
And here's Briscoe, works against Miller on the right side. Sends it back out now to Hogan. Now Hogan out front now to Jones. Goes back to the right side to Briscoe. Back out front to Myler. Now Jones with it, goes inside, down low, working in there against Brooks, flips up the shot, dropped it in, fell to the floor. Hogan with an athletic move there to put Franklin-Simpson on the board. Here's Beckham for 3, got it.
Quick shot, didn't have a whole lot of space there, but he had his mind made up before he even caught it.
Number 63 on the season for Carson Beckham. Here's a jump shot, 17-footer, good by Gabe Jones. 5-4, Trojans lead it. 5:40 to play here in the opening quarter.
Jones, Briscoe, and Hogan are the 3 you got to really watch out for, and they've already got buckets.
Beckham, another 3-point look. Oh, it rimmed out, halfway down and out, and Miller trying to go back up with it. He's fouled.
Able to sneak in there and find the offensive rebound as it just rimmed out in his lap.
Foul is on Hogan, his first. Wildcats' first team foul. Aiden Miller at the line. 71% foul shooter on the season. First of 2 on the way, good. For substitution for Franklin-Simpson, O.J. Gamble, who thought was going to start tonight, 6-foot junior, averages 3.7 points a game. Miller for the second toss. It's in the air, got it. 7-4, Trojans, 5:28 to play here in the first quarter. Myler with the basketball left of the circle, right side of Hogan. Hogan heads into the paint, throws it off to the left corner. Gamble a 3, got it. He's not known for his 3-point shooting. Ties it up at 7. Bewley with it out front against Myler. Right side is Spillman. Spillman coming off the curl and lost it in the air, and then Miller tried to go for it out of bounds.
Gamble, you said not known for his 3-point shooting, and that's just 7 he's made all year, including that one. So sometimes when you really cover up their shooters, it forces other people to take shots. In that situation, Gamble made it.
Gabe Jones with it for Franklin-Simpson. To go right side with it to Briscoe. Briscoe sends it out top to Gamble. Now Gamble throw it back over the right side to Briscoe. Fakes, drives against Miller, goes to the basket. Shot blocked out of bounds by Aiden Miller.
It's their first miss.
And so the Wildcats will have it underneath. As Myler will toss it in. Comes out in there to Jones. He walked. Here's a shot going up off the glass. No. Follows it up. No. Whistle and a foul. And they're going to put it on Brooks.
Said he fouled him up in midair on the putback attempt after he missed the first one.
So first foul of the basketball game against the Trojans, and it is Jones at the line. He's pretty much automatic, but he missed the front of off the front of the rim. He was shooting 84.4% from the charity line so far this year.
Had just missed 5 all year. That was his 6th miss there, courtesy of the J Jinx.
And the second one is good. I've known to jinx a few. 8-7, Franklin-Simpson. Ball comes into Bewley. Bewley lobs it over to Miller. Miller drives in, trying to go underneath. Kicks it back out to Beckham. Can't get the 3 away. Bewley with it. Back in there to Miller. He kind of a little push there. No call. Back to Brooks, right side. Wants to drive. Gets cut off in the corner. Spillman a 3. No good. Ball poked by Miller right in the hands of Hogan. And a turnover by Franklin-Simpson. Spillman chases it down, gives it back up front over to Brooks. Brooks with a crossover move, tried to go up with it, had it smacked loose. Now Hogan throws it back behind him. Jones over to Myler. Back out now to Hogan, fakes, drives down the lane, throws up with the left hand, no good. Rebound Brooks. Brooks pushes it down the floor. On the right side, throws it off to Bewley. Now Bewley curls around in the lane, and ball's going to be kicked. He tried to pass it off, and it'll stay with the Trojans with 3:43 left to play here in the first quarter. And going to get Dickerson back in the ball game for Franklin-Simpson. Also coming in, Cameron Ray, number 0, a 5'9 sophomore. In the corner, left-hand side, Miller out to Spillman. Spillman back over to Bewley. Back over to Spillman, gives to Brooks. Brooks got some pressure on him, drives it into the lane, kicks it back to Bewley over the right side to Spillman. Spillman looking, Miller setting the screen, but it goes the other way. Bounces back to Miller, he'll give it to Brooks. Out top, left side, Bewley. Beckham tried to set a screen for him. Now he penetrates down the lane, had it knocked loose, trying to get it back, and Franklin-Simpson coming up with the ball, but take it out of his hands. Bewley lobs it off to Brooks. Brooks for a 3. No, it popped out. Miller, the offensive board, puts it back in.
Well, that's one way to get a bucket. Not textbook, but we'll stay with the hustle play and get a bucket.
And Barren County back on top, 9-8. 2:52 to play here in the first. Gamble gets rid of it to Jones. Jones feeding it down low. Shot put up and in by Briscoe.
Can't let them get a step ahead on a curl cut.
10-9. Wildcats, 2:36 to play, first quarter. Bewley with the basketball. Dumps it to the high post there to Brooks. They go inside, down underneath to Miller. Foul. And I believe they're going to put this one on Briscoe. His first, team second. Myler and Hogan coming back into the Franklin-Simpson lineup. And Bewley will toss it in, left to the bucket. Bewley lobs it into Brooks. Right-hand side, has to bring it back out. Miller posted down low. He slices it way in. Shot no good in there. And a rebound to Gamble. Off to Hogan. 2:15 left in the quarter. Hogan bounces it off to the right side. Over to Ray. Now Gamble back to Hogan. Hogan on the dribble. Bounces it back out front there to Dickerson. Give it to Myler. Back right side over to Gamble. We go in the corner there to Hogan. He wants a screen set. Gets it right back around the perimeter. Gamble in the corner of Myler. And pass down low in there. And a shot put up and in. That was Hogan getting around Brooks. Looked like he might have walked with it.
I think he did take an extra.
12-9 the score. Franklin-Simpson as they try to trap the ball. Here's Spillman. Gets it across to Bewley. Throws it back over to Beckham. He can't shoot. Out top Spillman. Right side Bewley goes one way. Flips up the shot. They're going to call a block. They're going to put it on Gamble. His first, team's third.
Getting 2 shots on that.
So Bray Bewley at the line, a 60% foul shooter. Bewley averaging 4 points a game on the season. Free throw good. Taylor Ogles, 6'2 senior, number 21. Also coming in is Waylon Clemens, number 33, a 6-foot sophomore. Jones and Briscoe checks in for Franklin-Simpson. 1:22 left in the opening quarter. Franklin-Simpson 12, Barren County 10. Free throw, Bewley got it. 12-11, Franklin-Simpson, a minute 20 to play here in the first. Jones with the basketball for the Wildcats. Into the front court, right side goes to Ray. Ray sends it down the corner to Hogan. Now Hogan against Taylor Ogles, and Ogles slapped it away, but it comes to the hands of Ray. Back out to Myler. Left side it comes to Jones. Now Jones fires it down underneath, and a shot put up and in by Hogan.
He got beat on 2 curl cuts or just a slash to the bucket there. Can't let them get in front.
14-11. Bewley off right side, Beckham. Back to Clemens, over the left to Bewley. Now down to the baseline is Miller. Has to float it back out to Bewley with 38 seconds to play.
2-3 zones really limiting our offense, limiting our paths to the bucket, and having trouble scoring.
One-hand shot, a pass to Ogles. Here's Miller trying to go inside there. Goes back to Beckham for a three. No good. And we got a whistle and a foul. Going to get Ogles with a push-off.
He did. He tried to put his forearm right in the middle of their back and got caught with it.
So 22 seconds to go here in the quarter. Franklin-Simpson leads 14-11. As Hogan brings it up. Hands it off to Ray. What we got here?
A little squishy ball.
Squishy ball coming out of the court there. With stops the clock for a moment. 12.1. So they'll throw it in play at midcourt across the way. Myler will get it out to Ray. 11 seconds left. Ray, bounce pass swatted away by Ogles, right back to Myler. And now driving with it is Hogan. He'll go up with a shot, no good. Put back up and in by Briscoe at the horn. And it is a 16-11 Franklin-Simpson lead after one period of play. We'll be back in a moment. Trojan basketball brought to you by Don Franklin Glasgow on Nash 103.7.
Finances, efficiency, and convenience matter. At German American Bank, we offer a variety of accounts and an easy online account opening process with one thing in mind: helping our customers to manage their money more efficiently. Our accounts are backed by customer service excellence and helpful tools like the mobile banking app and online bill pay to help you make smart financial decisions. Open your account online at GermanAmerican.com or by visiting your nearest banking office. German American Bank, member FDIC.
ATM Media Solutions is your locally owned and operated digital billboard company that provides our community with high-quality, low-cost advertising options for any size business. We offer 3 highly visible, convenient locations, an in-house art department, and the versatility to meet your needs. Call us today at 270-629-4542.
You're listening to Barren County Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Glasgow. Now, back to courtside with Jay.
Second quarter of action here from Barren County High School. Bobby Steenberg in court, brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer here courtside. Acts as our studio producer tonight. Second 8 minutes here. Trojans down 16-11 as it comes into Bewley.
Got to find something going. Only 3 of 10 there in that first quarter.
Give it to Brooks to the left wing. Brooks, as Miller came to set a screen. Top of the key, picks up his dribble, needs some help, goes to Bewley. Bewley can't penetrate, gives it back over to Brooks to the left side. Dumps it in there to Miller. Miller trying to work his way inside underneath, gives it off to Ogles. Kicks it back out to Bewley. Straight away 3, partially blocked, I believe. Somebody got a hand on it there. It only hit the front of the rim. Myler down the left side now to Briscoe. As Briscoe looks and sends it back to Myler, out to Hogan, around the perimeter right to Dickerson. Dickerson down to the baseline to Briscoe. Briscoe trying to go back up the baseline. He fell down. We got rid of the basketball to Myler. Skips it back over now to Hogan. Hogan against Taylor Ogles out front. Now he'll bounce it off to Jones. Jones sends it out now to Dickerson. Right side is Hogan. Hogan looking. Sends it back out to Briscoe, and around it goes to Dickerson again. Now Dickerson sends it down the corner. Now they go down low in there to Briscoe. Posted up in there against Miller. Goes up with a shot. He put it up and in. Six points for Briscoe. It's 18-11 Franklin-Simpson as Ogles sends it out to Clemens over the left side to Brooks. He'll try it for 3. It's good.
Needed that one. We were just
first points of the night.
Yeah. 1 of 5 in the first quarter, now just 2 of 7.
And that's the second People's Bank 3 of the first half for the Trojans. 18-14 Franklin-Simpson, 6:17 to play in the first half. Myler dribbles to the left side, looks back right. He'll give it out to Jones, fires into Hogan, back to Jones in between the circles. Hogan comes to set a screen. He'll dribble it off, gives it back to Hogan on the left side of Myler. Skip pass goes right side over to Dickerson, back out now to Jones.
Changed our defense a little bit, going zone ourselves.
And now baseline is Briscoe, back for a 3. Dickerson fires away, it's no good. Ogles with a rebound, off to Bewley. He'll give it to Brooks to the right side. Now Brooks looking. Trying to come off the screen from Ogles. Gives it back to right side corner to Bewley. And now here's Ogles down low. Throws up the shot and got it to go in.
He kind of flipped that over his right shoulder. Yeah. He wasn't even squared up. Had to get rid of it, though.
And Barren back within 2. It's 18-16. 5:22 to play in the first half. Here's a 3 from the left wing deep right in front of Barren County bench as Jones knocks it down for his 37th three-point shot of the year.
Yeah, give that right back to their second leading three-point shooter.
Tate Spillman coming back in the Trojan lineup. He'll come in for Waylon Clemens with 5:16 to play here in the second quarter. Franklin-Simpson leads at 21-16. Bewley into the front court against Myler. Stops, looks right side of the key. He'll go left side over to Miller. Miller with a spin move in the paint. Had it swatted away. No foul call there. And coming up with it is Hogan. He'll send it left side to Briscoe in the corner. Jones for 3. It's an air ball. Brooks out of the air with it for the Trojans. Eli Brooks on the left side. Cuts back right. He'll give it off to Bewley. Now Bewley looking. Hasn't put down the dribble yet. He'll throw it back over to Brooks. Brooks wants to drive, lobs it down to Miller. Kicks it back in the corner. Brooks for the 3 ball. It is no good off the left side of the rim. Miller puts it back up and in.
Right there to put it back up high off the window off of a miss by Eli.
People's Bank shot. And a Phillips IGA special delivery, too. Download the Phillips IGA app or shop away online at phillipsiga.com. Shopping made simple and convenient. Cross-court pass Dickerson. Baseline shot on the way. No good. And crashing the board underneath. Bounce pass goes inside there. Athletic move. Put up. No good. Rebound Brooks. Boy, they're letting them play right now. 21-18, a three-pointer will tie it here. Here's Brooks going right side, zigzagging in. Had it knocked away from him. Loose ball, trying to dig it out of there is Ogles. Got a jump ball. Possession arrow to Franklin-Simpson.
Letting them play is a pretty accurate description. There's fouls on both ends, easily.
Yeah. So now Gamble checking back to the Franklin-Simpson lineup. 3:52 to play before halftime. The homecoming activities will be taking place. We'll have that on the radio for you. Franklin-Simpson's Myler brings it up court. Angles off to the right side, gives to Hogan. Back to Myler, top of the key. Left side, Jones. Now Jones back to Myler. That ball knocked away in there. Spillman's got it. Spillman, he's going to take it to the hoop. He'll lay it up, no good. It should have been a foul there, no call. And coming up with it is Jones. Fires it up to Hogan. Hogan fakes, drives baseline, throws it back out to Myler. Top of the key, 3 by Gamble. Got it. Second three-point shot for O.J. Gamble here in the half, and it's back up to 6 for Franklin-Simpson, 24-18.
Only 5 fouls called the whole half.
Yeah.
And that's both ways. That's not.
This should be like
the other.
10 on each side, really.
And I'm not lobbying to be here to midnight, but we've got to. You can't expect, a boxing match to break out here and win that to be able to win a basketball game.
No.
More like a hockey match, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what to expect, and that's what Warren just said. There were 15 fouls called in the first half last night against Bowling Green, and tonight there's 5 combined. You just don't know how to play. You can't adjust literally one night to the next.
No.
And it should be consistent if you've got officials in the 4th region.
Ball knocked away. Taking it down and laying it up, and no good. Battle for the rebound. And, boy, I tell you what, bodies flying all over the floor. Miller tried to throw it off to Ogles, but it goes out of bounds. And Miller complaining he got fouled.
And I'm not saying we just didn't foul their kid underneath the rim. It doesn't become basketball when you're just out there pushing, shoving, and hitting up top. We've got to make a play, though. Down 6. We can't keep using that as an excuse. We just have to make a play.
Here's the lob, and Jones had it smacked out of his hands by Spillman, but Hogan there to grab it. Hogan against Brooks. Trying to take him one-on-one. Reverses it back out, gives to Gamble. Back to Hogan. Hogan on the left side, out top, around the perimeter. Briscoe over to Gamble. Gamble trying to go down low. Now here's a ticky-tack foul called on Eli Brooks. That's going to be his second, team's third. Myler to put it in play. Comes out to Jones. He stumbles. Is that not a walk or what? Jump ball.
He slid into second base. He was almost safe, but the no call bailed him out.
Coming back in for Franklin-Simpson is Cameron Ray. Barren County has brought in Graham Hall, a 6'5 junior. 2.5 minutes to play in the first half. It's 24-18. Bewley over to Spillman. Back out to Bewley. Out to Brooks. Brooks goes to the right side, gives to Bewley his baseline jumper, in and out, and back in.
Finally got a bucket to stay.
24-20, Franklin-Simpson by 4 as we come down to the 2-minute mark of the second. They send it over to Myler. Out to Ray, right side it goes to Hogan, skips it back over to Myler. He's going to fire it up for 3, and it's an air ball. Coming up with it is Brooks. Brooks gets bumped, foul on Hogan, his second. And now Aiden Miller coming back in for Graham Hall. Barren County's ball, trailing by 4, comes in the left corner to Brooks. Try to go down low in there to Miller, out of bounds off of, I believe, Jones or Briscoe. Dickerson back in the ball game for Franklin-Simpson. Isn't Hogan, Briscoe, and Jones fifth-year seniors?
They feel like they've been there a while.
Need to do a little research on that. We know Miller was last year.
Right.
And here's Brooks with the basketball, turning with it, giving it off the right side of Bewley. Trying to go down low to Miller, got a foul call.
And that wasn't just a one-year deal. That was a situation where you could actually been in 7th grade and decided to do 7th grade over.
It didn't matter what year you were in.
That would have added an extra year past your graduating class.
Yep. Spillman, left side over to Bewley. Back to Spillman. Over to Beckham. Thought about the 3. Then Briscoe came to pick him up. Left side corner Spillman. Has to reverse it back out. Gives to Bewley. Now to Beckham. Right side. And a bad pass in there. Trying to go to Miller with it. Here's Jones.
It's tough to make an entry pass like that all the way across the court from the top of the key.
Ray with it out front. 1 minute to play in the half. He's on the dribble. Top of the key. Now he'll get rid of it to Jones and back out to Ray with 48 seconds left in the half. And he just dribbles. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left.
You'd like to go in down no more than 4, but that means you got to get a stop if we're going to let them just dribble it out and take a last shot here in the quarter.
Right. 20 seconds left in the half. Still dribbling is Ray. Down to 15 seconds. Down to 10. Now he starts his move. They get a screen from Gamble. Bounce pass off to Jones. Back to the right side in the corner. Here's a 3 by Dickerson. It's no good. Ball gets knocked down, and that will end the first half. It's Franklin-Simpson 24, Barren County 20. And we've got our halftime festivities getting ready to take place here, so we'll keep it right here and give you a score update. Glasgow leading Monroe County after 1 in the boys game, 14-12. Here at Barren County, Franklin-Simpson led 16-11 at the end of the first quarter. And Barren County came back in the second and outscored the Wildcats 9-8. DeMarcus Hogan had 6. Jalen Briscoe was 6. Gabe Jones was 6. O.J. Gamble was 6. 4 players getting 6 points apiece there in that first half as they made, 6, 8, 10 field goals. 3 of those were 3-point shots, and they were 1 of 2 from the charity line. And for Barren County, a total of 7 field goals in the first half. 2 of those were 3-point shots, and 4 for 4 from the foul line. 4 points for Bray Bewley, 8 points for Aiden Miller, a 3 from Eli Brooks, also a 3 from Carson Beckham, and 2 points for Taylor Ogles. As we're ready to get things started, we'll go to public address announcer Scott Gillen, who has tonight's halftime homecoming festivities.
Good evening and welcome to the 2023 Barren County High School basketball homecoming. Our first candidate this evening are representing the band, Senior Carmen Espinoza, daughter of Lisset and Juan Espinoza, and Senior Biro Cuyate, son of Andrea Anthony. Next, representing Best Buddies is a freshman, Miss Mia Wright, daughter of Tony and Pam Wright, and Mr. Alex Hogan, son of Stephen and Sherry Hogan. Our Beta Club candidates are seniors, Miss Aaliyah Kate Harper, child of Scott and April Harper, and Mitch Williams, son of Christy and Timothy Williams. Representing the Broadcasting Club is a senior, Miss Sierra Jackson, daughter of Juanita Jackson, and junior Jared Merlin Gross, grandson of Lynn and Lenore Gross. Our next candidates are from the Barren County High School Choir. A senior, Miss Kaylee Gapinski, daughter of Laurie Gapinski, and Mr. Quentin McKenzie, son of Mary McKenzie. Representing the Drama Club are seniors, Julia Kinsman, daughter of David and Gina Kinsman, and Hank Middleton, son of Henry and Stacy Middleton. Next, representing Educators Rising are seniors, Miss Brooklyn McCauley, daughter of Stephen and Deborah McCauley, and Ori and Katrina Walden, and Mr. Landon Walter, child of Kim and Jeremy Walter. Our next candidates are both seniors representing Every Monday Matters, Miss Rachel Bertram, daughter of Brad and Tracy Bertram, and Mr. Will Fant, son of Shane and Cheyenne Fant. Representing Future Business Leaders of America are seniors Riley Pritchard, daughter of Jeremy and Stephanie Pritchard, and Will Childress, son of Chad and Sheila Childress. Next, representing the Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a junior, Miss Kaylee Fisher, daughter of Carrie and Derek Fisher, and a junior, Mr. Colton Boone, child of Brian and Christy Boone. Our next candidate is a senior representing Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America, Miss Ellie Shirley, daughter of Amber and Ben Shirley, and a junior, Mr. Asher Isbell, son of Robbie and Melanie Isbell. Representing Future Farmers of America are seniors Jolie Minix, daughter of Joyce Bray and Philip Minix, and Jace Newton, son of Charles and Amanda Newton. Representing the Foreign Language Club are seniors Marin Matthews, daughter of Mark and Becky Matthews, and Jack Massey, son of Charles and Stephanie Massey. Our Green Team candidates this evening are seniors Lindsay Moore, daughter of Derek and Ashley Moore, and Christian Matamoris, son of Donna Winchester and Michael Matamoris. Representing Health Occupation Students of America are seniors Lillian Adair, child of Lee and Candace Mullins and Chris Adair, and Kyle Melton, son of Katie Reese and Irvin Melton. Our JROTC is represented by seniors Crystal Randolph, daughter of Shelley and Randy Randolph, and Caden Davis, son of Daryl and Alicia Davis. Next, our first Pep Club candidates are representing the freshman class. Lexi Cox, daughter of Lee and Connie Cox, and Connor Grubbs, son of Macy and Ashley Grubbs. Our next Pep Club candidates are sophomores Hadley Harris, daughter of Jamie and Sarah Beth Harris, and Brody Miller, son of Mike and Jill Miller. The junior class Pep Club representatives are Katie Murphy, daughter of Daryl and Michelle Murphy, and Eli Hodge, son of Chad and Megan Hogan. Finally, the Pep Club representatives for the senior class are Miss Macy Lockhart, daughter of Chad and Amanda Lockhart, and Mr. Trigg Carver, son of Billy and Emily Carver. Representing students against destructive decisions are seniors Mackenzie Brown, daughter of Jenny and Greg Brown, and Montgomery Wilson, son of Eric and Courtney Wilson. Our next candidates are representing the freshman class for spring sports. They are both from the track team.
Or did you skip over them? You skipped her. That's fine. Just go ahead with her. Go back to Skills USA.
Oh, my bad. Miss Gracie Reed, daughter of Jeannie and Jeffrey Reed, and Braxton Carnes, son of Evan and Tara Carnes.
Yeah, go back to Skills USA. Thank you.
Our Skills USA candidates this evening are seniors Emma Murray, daughter of Michael and Carrie Murray, and Tyler Hagan, son of Chris and Dina Hagan. The sophomore class for spring sports is being represented tonight by softball player Katie Elmore, daughter of Tabitha and William Elmore, and track runner Ian Mannion, son of Keith and Leslie Mannion. Next, the junior class representatives for spring sports are track runner Chesney McPherson, daughter of Shane and Sean McPherson, and baseball player Hayes Atkinson, son of Derek and Catherine Atkinson. Our spring sports senior representatives are softball player Miss Mary Shaw, daughter of Chris and Bretta Shaw, and baseball player Mr. Gavin McCord, son of Scott and Amanda McCord. Our travel club representatives are seniors Britton Dunham, daughter of Sarah Dunham and Drew Merlin Gross, grandchild of Lynn and Lenore Gross. Our next candidates are representing the freshman class for winter sports. A cheerleader, Miss Lucy Zala, daughter of Brett and Carrie Zala, and basketball player Mr. Jackson Bird, son of Justin and Heather Bird. The sophomore class for winter sports is being represented tonight by cheerleader Sailor Williams, daughter of Kirk and Krista Williams, and basketball player Nolan Harlow, son of Jenny Moore and Matt Harlow. Next, the junior class representatives for winter sports are both cheerleaders. Callie Estes, daughter of Steve Estes and Casey Estes, and Nathan Jones, son of Greg Jones and Christy Jones. Our winter sports senior representatives are both from the Barren County High School cheerleading team. Miss Chelsea Thomas, daughter of Julie Hatcher and Jeff Thomas, and Mr. Braden Smith, son of Scott and Melissa Smith. The Y Club is represented tonight by senior Rihanna Brett, daughter of Jeff and Zenny Brett, and a sophomore Grant Harper, son of Scott and April Harper. Our final candidates this evening are seniors representing the yearbook, Abigail Newtsman, child of Jason and April Newtsman, and Cody Rito, son of Rachel and Brent Buckley. At this time, we would like to recognize our 2022 basketball homecoming queen, Olivia Stice, daughter of Shane and Terry Stice. Olivia is currently attending Western Kentucky University, pursuing a degree in nursing. Olivia is being escorted tonight by senior basketball player Eli Brooks, son of Jason and Lynette Brooks. And now for the moment that we've all been waiting for. Our 2023 Homecoming King runner-up is Mr. Gavin McCord. Our 2023 Homecoming basketball runner-up is Miss Rachel Bertram. The Barren County High School 2023 basketball homecoming king is Mr. Eli Brooks. And finally, our 2023 Barren County basketball homecoming queen is Miss Macy Lockhart. The 2023 Basketball Homecoming Queen Crown is generously sponsored by the owners of Serenity Salon and Spa, Jennifer and the late Brad Bailey. Brad was a proud Barren County alumni and he loved his community. Also a special thank you to the Corner Shop and Awards Incorporated, as well as the Barren County High School Pep Club and their sponsors, Teresa Bewley, Bailey Edwards, Glenna Gardner, Nicole Jones, and Micah Christie for all their hard work helping host this event. Thank you for attending this year's 2023 basketball homecoming.
And that concludes the homecoming festivities here at Barren County High School. We'll do a little halftime report when we come back after this break. This is Trojan Basketball, brought to you by Don Franklin Glasgow on Nash 103.7.
February is Mineral Savings Month now at your Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Come in now during the month of February and save on Southern States and Purina minerals for the cattle on your farm. Sometimes cattle need additional mineral supplementation in their daily rations. Mineral deficiencies can cause a variety of growth, developmental, and health issues. Adding a mineral supplement program can aid in producing healthier and bigger cattle. For more information about February mineral savings, come into your Southern States on Sampson Street in Glasgow or call 651-2159.
SCRTC's annual used vehicle and equipment auction will be February 1st through 28th. Come by their office in Glasgow during the week from 7:30 to 3:30 to view items. Pick up a bid form at any SCRTC office or at scrtc.com. Bids need to be submitted in a sealed envelope to Lisa Beatty, marked for the sale. All bids will be opened at the February 28th meeting. The auction sale includes everything from vehicles to poles, office equipment, and more. To view items and get your bid form, go to scrtc.com.
You deserve an awesome gym.
Yes, you do.
Even if you can't deadlift a tie.
Even if you're not training for an iron anything.
You deserve a gym that's friendly, local, beyond spotless, beyond well-equipped. A gym with every fun class you want in one place. Extreme Health Club set out to reinvent their fitness facility with all the extremes. More space, more equipment, more classes, more new. Stop by and see for yourself. Better yet, join an awesome new gym, Extreme Health Club on Moran Street in Glasgow. You've invested a lot of time and energy working for your money. Now it's time for your money to work for you. South Central Bank is announcing a 21-month and 9-month CD special with an annual percentage yield of 4.25%. That's right, a 21 and 9-month CD special is paying 4.25% APY at South Central Bank. You choose the term that works best for you. $500 minimum balance to obtain the APY. Come into any South Central Bank office today and put your money to work. You rate better at South Central Bank. Member FDIC.
Extreme Gymnastics is Glasgow's top gymnastics facility with multiple classes, gymnastics teams, and an all-star cheer team. As an up-and-coming facility here in South Central Kentucky, Extreme Gymnastics provides a fun, safe, and competitive environment for your children. Join the all-star cheer team for a chance to compete at the local and national level, or join a tumbling class to learn the basics. Conveniently located on Moran Street, Extreme Gymnastics is also the perfect location for extremely fun parties. Visit extremecheergym.com for more information. Moran Street in Glasgow.
Making your funeral arrangements in advance is one last wonderful gift you can give to loved ones who'll be left behind. By freeing them from the burden of many details, you give them time to do the work of grieving and caring for one another. Let A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home help with the reflection and the remembrance.
A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, serving our community since 1928. 201 East Washington Street in Glasgow. Call them at 651-2080.
There's always time for the drive-thru deal, because no matter how fast you are at making breakfast, McDonald's is faster.
Busy morning? You don't just need a breakfast. You need a breakfaster. Right now, get a sausage biscuit or sausage McGriddles with hash browns for just $2.79. Hurry, because this deal won't last. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure... Jim.
We're running here.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
You're listening to Barren County Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Glasgow. Now, back to courtside with Jay Turner.
And we're ready to get the second half underway. Our short halftime report earlier brought to you by Barren County Judge Executive Jamie Bewley-Byrd. As we get set for the Farmers RACC Jackie Brownie Memorial second half, third quarter, brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. It is 24-20 Franklin-Simpson. That's probably one of the longest homecomings we've ever had.
I didn't time that, but they stopped it, the countdown at 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's all they gave them to warm up.
And it was 3 minutes on the scoreboard for a long time. I bet that was 15 or 20 minute halftime. So it kind of gets you out of your rhythm a little bit as you cool down and don't have a whole lot of time to warm up. So let's see who comes out of the break hot.
Yeah.
That was a walk.
Yeah, it was a walk, no call. So a little weave going on out there. Franklin-Simpson. Dickerson with the basketball. Dickerson, top of the key, gives it off to Hogan. Fakes one way, goes the other, goes right down the left of the lane. He'll put up the jumper short, and rebound comes off to Miller. He'll give it off to Bewley. Trojans here with a chance to cut the lead to one and a three-point shot. And now Brooks driving in, and we got traveling on Brooks.
Looks like it. We just haven't been able to, and when we've only got 20 points in the half, that's obvious, but we just haven't been able to put anything together and get in a solid rhythm offensively, and it's been a sloppy game for us.
Yeah. Jones with it on the left side. Out top is Myler. Right side it goes to Hogan. Hogan looking, goes back to Jones. Down low, works it underneath. He'll throw it back out on the perimeter as Myler gives it back to Jones on the left wing. Back to Myler. Myler out top, gives it back to Jones. Jones fires it down in low there to Hogan. Hogan will kick it back off in the corner there to Dickerson. He tries to go baseline, cut off by Beckham. And now here's a jump shot, 8 foot, no good. Brooks couldn't get the rebound, but got tapped back to him. And behind the back dribble, Brooks taking it left of the lane to the basket, puts it up, no good, but a foul. Foul is on Gabe Jones, his first. That'll be the first of the second half for the Wildcats. Eli Brooks, 70% foul shooter, knocked down a three-point shot in the second quarter, and that was it. Free throw is good.
He hasn't really been able to get going, has he? And that's partly because of the zone. He is not a three-point shooter. He makes a lot of his shots driving to the bucket, and there's been 0 driving lanes.
Yep. Brooks hits both, and it's 24-22. Franklin-Simpson, 6.5 to go here in the quarter number 3. Right side it goes to Hogan. Hogan sends it out now to Briscoe. Briscoe back to the right side over to Jones. Now down in low there is Dickerson trying to muscle it up over Beckham. No, he missed it. Rebound to Carson Beckham. He'll give it to Bray Bewley. Into the front court, right side. Now he gives it off to Spillman on the right side. Back to Bewley. Back over it goes to Spillman. Here's the lob down into Miller underneath the basket. He got too far underneath and ran out of room there. Now Spillman got it back, gives it out to Brooks. Fakes one way, goes the other, goes down the lane. His shot goes up, no good. Going to get a blocking foul underneath the basket on Franklin-Simpson. Briscoe, his second, team second.
Wasn't enough contact there, really, for it to be a charge. He more or less hit him with his knees or legs, the lower part of it. Didn't really chest-to-chest it.
Brooks now 3 for 3 at the line as he sinks that free throw to make it 24-23 and tie it here if he hits this one. 5:55 to play in the third. Shot goes up, good. Tied at 24. As Myler brings it up for Franklin-Simpson. Gets it into the front court. Bounce pass, high post, right side. There to Jones. Down low, posted in there is Hogan. Goes up over Brooks. It's no good. Tapped up. Grab by Spillman. As it was tapped up in the air by Miller. And here's a nice pass down the middle. Oh, he blew the layup. And the rebound comes off to Franklin-Simpson. And stepping through and putting it up and in is Briscoe.
You miss one like that, and it's almost certain for them to make one. And if you think about it, that is, they missed their first 4, and they got that break.
And with 5:26 to play here in the third quarter, it's a 26-24 Franklin-Simpson lead. Trojanettes winning earlier tonight, 41-point win over the Franklin-Simpson Lady Cats, 64-23 was that final score. Barren County Trojanettes go to 21-6 on the year in that earlier game. We'll be on the road Friday night in Tompkinsville. Trojans and Trojanettes at Monroe County. Girls game will start at 6 with the boys game to follow. We'll be on the air at just after 5:30 here on Nash 103.7. Updated score on the Glasgow-Monroe County game. Boys game, Glasgow leads Monroe County 29-20 at the half. And then earlier tonight, Monroe County girls defeated Glasgow 46-32. Barren County's basketball as it comes into Bewley. Bewley flips it up court to Beckham. Across to Miller. Goes down inside. Gets tripped up. And no foul call. Franklin-Simpson ball. 5:15 to play in the third. Myler with it in front court against Bewley. Dumps it on the high post there to Briscoe. To go down in the corner to Hogan. Hogan goes up the baseline against Brooks. Whistle. I don't know why they can't call it on both ends like that. Brooks, third personal. First the second half against the Trojans. Here's a lob coming into Hogan. He goes up, missed the shot, got his own rebound. And now another whistle.
The only question is, are they going to give him shots off of that? I don't think he was really letting go of it, but he's going to get shots anyway.
Foul was on Aiden Miller. His first, team second. Hogan, a 66.7% foul shooter on the season for the Wildcats. Scored 3 buckets in the first quarter. He misses the first.
Unlike their girls, they aren't bad from the free throw line.
Oh, 68.3% as a team. Hogan back of the line. Fires it up, and he missed it. Rebound, Taylor Ogles. Off to Bewley. Bewley looking at a trap in the backcourt. Bounces it off to Spillman. Swatted away. Saved in bounds. Myler spin move. Throws up the shot. No. Tapped up. No. And we're going to have a whistle and a foul.
That was a careless turnover by the Trojans as they changed and picked up a little bit of pressure. We've seen that all night, but haven't really gotten into it because they haven't made a ton of shots here in the second.
Third team foul of the Trojans here in the second half. 4:41 to go. It is 26-24, Franklin-Simpson. And Myler will toss it into the right baseline. Myler lobs it into Hogan. Goes up against Ogles. Boy, Ogles got killed underneath the basket. Put it up and in. I don't know if he got some blood or not, but
he kind of stuck his nose in there, and they initiated the contact towards Taylor. It wasn't a charge, but he got the worst end of the deal for certain.
Eli Brooks back in the Trojan lineup. 28-24. Looks like Ogles headed to the locker room right now. Spillman to the backcourt. Needs help. Goes off to Bewley. Bewley gets it across the line. Now he'll send it off to Beckham. Pulls a trigger three. Yes.
Needed that bucket. First field goal of the half.
Carson Beckham with his second People's Bank three-point shot tonight. 28-27 the score. Wildcats by one. Coming down to 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Myler looking around. He'll give it out to Hogan. And now Jones with it. Off to Dickerson. Back to Hogan. Driving against Brooks. Goes to the basket. No. Rebound Miller. Here's Bewley into the front court. Diagonal pass, left corner, Beckham. Can't shoot, goes down low to Miller, puts it up and in.
Nice assist. He gave Miller time to get his feet set, body underneath him so he could catch with his left hand and go right up.
Good Edward Jones financial advisor Jamie Harris assist. 29-28, Barren County back on top by one. As Hogan has it. Oh, picked off in there by Miller.
It's a weird pass.
Yeah, right to him. Barren County with a chance to extend the lead here. Spillman goes down low in there to Miller. Miller posted up, hook shot. He got fouled, no call. Jones off to Briscoe. Hesitation move, shot put up and in, and a foul will be on Aiden Miller, and that's his second, team's fourth. Briscoe with his 10th point of the basketball game. (30-29) Franklin-Simpson. Briscoe, his first trip to the charity line, 70.7% foul shooter, puts it in. 31-29. Barren County with the basketball, trailing by two, comes into Brooks. Boy, he had to make a leap for that one. Cross-court pass was almost broken up there. Bewley grabs it, though. Sends it out to Spillman. Here's Brooks with it on the left side. Now Brooks gives it back out to Spillman, right side to Bewley. At top, Brooks fakes one way, drives the other, cut off, get in there to Bewley. About 2:40 to play here in the third quarter. Driving with it is Brooks, kicks it back to Spillman, over goes to Bewley. And here's Brooks, free throw line, turning, throwing it back off to Spillman. Fires it from 15, and he hits it.
Tied it back up there.
.220 to play here in the third quarter. And Franklin-Simpson's got Ray back in the lineup. Cross-court pass to Myler. Sends it back over for a long three. That's off the mark. Rebound, Tate Spillman had it smacked out of his hands by Gamble and out of bounds into the Franklin-Simpson bench.
Good block out by Spillman. Back-to-back plays by him, offense and defense. See if we can take the lead now as we head under 2 minutes in the third.
Spillman looking at a trap. Bounce pass left side over to Brooks. Brooks jumps it up from 17. He knocks the bottom out of it.
15-foot jump shots on the last couple possessions. We don't usually get a lot of those in our offense.
Barren County back on top by 2, 33-31. Myler sends it back over to Jones. In the middle, here's Briscoe driving in, puts up the shot, no good, but a foul.
What's causing us the most problems right now is their first quick step. They're getting by us, and we're having to lean on them, foul them, whatever it is to keep them from getting easy looks around the rim.
Tate Spillman's first personal. That's number 5 on the Trojans here in the second half. Franklin-Simpson's only committed 2. Briscoe at the line. And his first one rims off. .137 to play here in the third quarter as Briscoe steps back to the free throw line for Franklin-Simpson. And the shot goes up and he missed it. Got his own rebound, puts it back up and in.
He didn't look like he came across, but he took a big first step and then hesitated. He was actually over the line to begin with.
And now Spillman with the basketball in the corner to Beckham. Throws it back out to Spillman. Sends it over to Bewley. Baseline Miller. Pump fake. Goes up with a shot. And, he missed the shot. Tried to get his own rebound. They say it went out of bounds off Miller.
That's 2 we'll call wide open misses for Miller this quarter.
So we're tied at 33 with 1:08 to play here in the third quarter. 3 out of the corner, no good. Spillman with a rebound for the Trojans. Gets it in front court. Gets rid of it over to Bewley. Now Bewley sends it off to Brooks out front. Left side comes to Spillman. Spillman cut off down low. Throws it back across over to Beckham. Now Beckham will give it out to Brooks. He'll give it to Bewley. Now Bewley wants to drive, kicks it back in the corner. Spillman a 3. Yes!
Spillman with a little offense this quarter. That's at least 5 and some big plays from our point guard.
Tate Spillman, a couple of baskets here in the third quarter. A 3 and a 2, a People's Bank 3. That is number 4 on the night for the Trojans. And Barren County with a 36-33 lead. 20 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Hogan with the basketball for Franklin-Simpson. Going to hold it for 1, down to 10. They take Brooks one-on-one. Brooks has to be careful. He's got 3 fouls on him. Drives it in, up and under move. Shot put up, and it goes in for Hogan. Desperation shot. Hits the backboard. And that's the end of the third quarter with a score. Barren County 36, Franklin-Simpson 35. We'll come back with the fourth quarter after this break. Trojan basketball brought to you by Don Franklin Glasgow on Nash 103.7.
Astonished at how much my smile has changed. I see photos on social media. I just cannot believe the transformation because of Sure Smile. I'm just over a year into wearing my Sure Smile trays, and I'm happy to say I'm on the home stretch. Dr. Riley and his staff are instrumental in giving me more confidence when it comes to my smile. Call Riley Dental Group to find out what they can do for you. 270-651-5939. Do you have teeth that aren't straight, or maybe you wore braces at some point and over the years your teeth have shifted? I'll be honest, I was embarrassed at how my teeth looked, and that's not easy for me to admit. To say I'm excited about my smile now is an understatement. Whether you want a small change or a more significant transformation, call Riley Dental Group for a consultation. 270-651-5939. Do it for you. Sure Smile will help you smile with confidence. I cannot wait to see my outcome.
You're listening to Barren County Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Glasgow. Now, back to courtside with Jay.
Trojans outscored the Wildcats 16-11 in that third period to take a 1-point lead after 3, 36-35. This fourth quarter brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. As Spillman gets rid of the basketball to Bewley on the left side. Got Ray putting the pressure on him. Coming off the screen. Bewley picks it back up. Needs some help. Gets rid of it back over to Spillman. Spillman on the dribble with the left hand. He had a foul here, and it's going to be on Gamble. They've done that all night long, and just they haven't called it until now. That's his second, team's third. Ball comes into Miller, gives it back to Brooks. Over to Bewley. Kicks it back over to the right side to Spillman. Fires it down to Bewley. Back out to Spillman. Spillman dribbles down, goes to the baseline, throws up the shot. Not a good one there, but Miller trying to get the rebound, had it ripped away from him by Dickerson.
Can't bring it down like that.
Driving in against Brooks, leaning shot. Oh, offensive foul. Finally going to get one there. Hogan, his third, team's fourth. That's a Roland Insurance charge. Step up and take charge of your insurance today. Auto, home, business, and life insurance. Contact Drake Stevens at Roland Insurance Agency for a free quote today. Barren County 36, Franklin-Simpson 35, 7:13 to go in the basketball game. Bewley out front with it. Working to the right side against Ray. Ray reaching in on him there. A little body contact too as well. Spillman working around, curling down the lane, and a whistle, and a foul.
Get 2 shots out of that one.
Foul on Dickerson. It's his first personal, number 5. Evens of fouls up now with Tate Spillman going to the free throw line for 2 shots. The first one is good. 6 points all here in the second half. Averages 5.5 a game. 37-35 Trojans. Second shot for Tate Spillman. Got it. Perfect on that one. 38-35. Franklin-Simpson with the basketball. Ray into the front court against Bewley. Bounce pass over the right side to Jones. Now Jones putting down one dribble, sends it out to Dickerson. Over it goes to Ray. Ray looking out top. Jones driving in, puts up the shot off the window, no good. Gets his own rebound, throws it back up, swatted away, and Miller goes to the deck, and it was Hogan throwing him down to the floor. What we got?
Just a bench warning on Franklin, and he went back at him after that bench warning. And when you get a warning and you go right back at him, you know you're going to get that technical foul.
So
I didn't really see anything in those last 2 trips that really made it different than anything that's been called the whole game.
So who was the first foul on? Did they call a foul on Hogan?
No, they called a jump ball.
A jump ball. Okay.
Then they gave a warning. He started mouthing again. They gave him a technical, and that's why Eli's at the line there.
So Eli Brooks shooting the technical free throws. Makes it 39-35. And the second one on the way good. Makes it 40-35. Trojans' largest lead of the basketball game. 6:33 to play here in the fourth.
Here's one of those unique situations. It was a jump ball, which should have been Franklin-Simpson's possession, but the arrow stays because they never actually got possession of it, and on the technical, we get the ball back out of bounds.
Comes into Spillman. 40-35, Trojans lead it. Right side, Beckham. Back out front to Spillman. Bounce pass into the right elbow. Off to Beckham for 3. It's off the mark. Miller with a rebound. They're going to call him for pushing off. He's the one who went backwards.
Didn't look like he pushed off very much.
It's going to be his third personal, number 6 of the Trojans here in the second half. Both teams with 6 fouls. And Myler with a basketball for the Wildcats. He'll give it over to Jones.
Gets back into that 2-3 zone.
Skip pass on the right side, Dickerson. Out to Myler. Here's a 3 by Jones. It is going to come off. Rebound put back up and in by Dickerson.
Can't give up that rebound. You get lucky that Jones who's a pretty good three-point shooter, has the second most on their team, misses, and then they just run right at the rim to get an offensive board to get the putback.
40-37 the score, 5:56 to go in the basketball game. Again, tune every Monday at 4 for the Brown Sports Bag on 104.7 the score. James Brown and John Butler discuss lots of high school and college hoops. Brown Sports Bag Monday at 4 on 104.7 the score. Of course, Super Bowl coming up
this Sunday, right?
I think so, yes. Chiefs, Eagles. And the ball gets away. I'll say Brooks last touched it.
He did. He went and touched the ball, and then it's like, oops, I shouldn't have done that, and then just kind of let it roll out of bounds. Our 6th turnover of the game, but that's a big one because we had a 3-point lead. Now they have a chance to at least tie it up.
Comes out to Myler. Bounce pass, left side Jones, baseline Briscoe, back to Jones. He'll fire it up for 3, and he hit it.
Get it to miss, and then we go into zone. When you go into zone, you have to identify shooters. We've done a poor job of that, and we're trapped here again.
And we're tied at 40, and a foul in the backcourt. And this one is going to be called on Briscoe, and that's his 3rd, team 7th. And so the Trojans will be in the bonus for the rest of the ball game, and it's Bray Bewley going to the charity line. Bewley 2 for 2, 4 points in the first half. Free throws good. (41-40). Taylor Ogles coming back to the Trojan lineup for Eli Brooks. And Bewley at the line for his 2nd free throw toss. The bonus is good. Barren County, after going 16 of 26 last night, they've hit 14 out of 14 tonight.
That score right, he put the score on the wrong side?
I don't think so. No, it's 42-40.
Okay.
Because they tied it up at 40 on a 3. And here's a shot going up and in for Hogan. Foul on Taylor Ogles. His 2nd, team's 7th, so now both teams in the bonus the rest of the way.
Just can't get back cut like that. That's simple man-to-man principles, and there's no help on the backside, and then you compound that with a foul, give them a chance to take the lead back.
And he gets an old-fashioned 3-point play, gives Franklin-Simpson back the lead at 43-42. Full court press by the Wildcats. It comes into Ogles. Oh, bad pass. And underneath, here's a shot put up and in by Jones.
Not a good couple possessions there defensively, and then on the press, that was thrown directly to him. Turnover Trojans, 3-point lead Wildcats.
45-42, 5:09 to go in the 3rd quarter. Updated score of the Glasgow-Monroe County boys game after 3. Glasgow 42, Monroe County 36. Again, we'll be at Monroe County on Friday night. Girl-boy doubleheader starting at 6 o'clock with the girls' game. Be on there just after 5:30 with the Don Franklin Glasgow countdown to tip-off.
Still a long time to go in this one. 5 minutes and some change.
Been a long
It has
second
been
half.
A very long second half. In a game that has had zero flow to it.
Yeah.
No fouls called in the first half, several more fouls called in the second, and neither team has been offensively impressive.
Spillman to inbound. Comes into Brooks, back to Spillman. He lost the handle, almost went out of bounds. Needs some help, gonna have to get it across. In the middle goes to Miller. Miller stops, bounces out to Beckham, and out to Spillman. Over to Brooks, and the corner goes to Bewley. Now Miller trying to get posted up in there. Now Brooks with the basketball, back out to Bewley, 4:48 to play. Bewley needs help, and now throws it back out to Beckham. Gives it to Bewley, 4:40 to play. Barren down 3, and now Bewley left open, going to fire up a 3-point shot. It's off the mark. Rebound knocked out to Beckham, back to Brooks. Brooks trying to go around his defender, and flips up the shot, going to have an offensive foul on Brooks. That'll be his 4th and the team's 8th.
He's not had a great night, and that'll put him on the bench for sure. That was a forced play, and I was getting ready to say how big this possession was because I feel like they've been able to grab some momentum back, and then we go just charge over when the driving lanes have been few and far between. So that's probably as much a frustration situation as anything.
Myler with the basketball. Ball swatted away by Spillman. Saves it and bounced through it behind his back, but is chased down by Dickerson, and he walked with it, but no call. Right in front of us. And there's a walk. There's a shot going up and in for Briscoe. You're not calling any walks.
Got to take a charge there. You got to.
47-42. Spillman off to Bewley. Bewley brings it back out. 5-point Franklin-Simpson lead now. Now Bewley is motioning Spillman to come get the ball. Fires it off to Waylon Clemens, who's back in the game. Here's Miller trying to go up, and he's fouled.
You got to have some offense right here. Without your leading scorer, who has had an off night, you've got to find somebody that's willing to score. Tate had a little spurt there. We had 5 straight, but you've got to have somebody right now step up and take some shots, and then obviously going to help to make some free throws.
Yep. Aiden Miller at the line for 2 shots. The first one on the way, rims off. First miss from the free throw line tonight for the Trojans. Hit 14 in a row before that one.
Yeah, that's a pretty good little number there, but that one was short all the way.
Second shot for Aiden Miller. It's on the way, and it rims good. 11 points for Aiden Miller, 47-43. Franklin-Simpson, 3:42 to play. Jones with it for the Wildcats. Gets it across the timeline. Bounce pass left to Hogan. And now Hogan will send it out to Briscoe. Briscoe, top of the key. Right side it goes to Jones. Back to Hogan. Down low. Shot too strong. Tapped up no good. Grabbed in there by Miller. Or rather, Clemens had it for a moment. But Franklin-Simpson gets control of it. 3:18 to play. Right side it goes to Briscoe. Out to Hogan on the left side. Now Hogan on the dribble. Bounces out to Jones. Back in the corner to Dickerson. He'll dribble it out. Spillman trying to go for the steal there. And bodies go everywhere. Here's Myler kicking it back over to Jones. Long distance 3. It is off the mark. Spillman with a rebound. Ahead up to Bewley. Cuts toward the middle. Jump pass in the corner, and it's out of bounds. Nobody over there.
I don't know what we were doing, frankly. We ran into our ball handler, and he got up in the air with nowhere to go and had to let go of it somewhere. We've got 4 turnovers this quarter, which is almost as much as the rest of the game combined. We're getting some breaks, like that kid missed a 3. That was Jones, missed a 3, get a rebound. You got to find a way to score it right now down in a 2-possession game.
Cross-court pass comes over to Jones. He'll send it back over to Hogan. Fakes the 3. Now Ray gives it back out now to Jones. Now Ray with it. Back over to Hogan. 2:23 to play. Gamble gives it back to Jones. Diagonal pass left corner. Hogan. Back over to Ray. In the middle is Gamble.
They're not. They're pretty disciplined here. They're not going to take a crazy shot.
It's Gamble inside. Puts it up, and it rims out. Ball gets knocked down, and coming up with it is Bewley. So we come down to the 2-minute mark. Barren County needs a bucket here. Beckham will fire it up for 3. It's off the mark. And we got a whistle and a foul.
Surprised they took any shot at all, and we had a good look there from Beckham. But they'll get a foul on Miller going the other way. Oh.
Yep. I think that's a good call. It's his 4th.
The underneath official had a foul on Miller, and the side official I didn't see had the foul there on Briscoe, which ultimately prevailed.
Miller's the one who went to the deck. So timeout here with 1:56 to play. It's Franklin-Simpson 47, Barren County 43. Listening to Trojan basketball on Nash 103.7 WHHT-FM, Cave City, Glasgow, online at 104thescore.com, and on BCHS Live tonight. Was that a full timeout or a 30?
It must have been a full since I guess we're all sitting down. You should have put the Bears up tonight, though.
Yep.
But what we've got to do ultimately is we have to make some free throws here. That's a big call because it puts Aiden to the line for a 1-and-1. We've got to make some plays. All night have we made plays? The answer is pretty much no in these big situations, and that's why Franklin's got a 4-point lead.
Aiden Miller will be at the line. He's 3 of 4 tonight. Missed one of his 2 last free throws. And the shot goes up, and it is no good off the front of the rim. And they try to grab it, and Beckham's going to be called for a step.
Yep, he did. He tried to get his balance and couldn't.
Ball comes into Hogan. They give it to Jones. Jones gets it across against Spillman. He'll hand it off to Hogan. Gives it back to Jones. They'll spread the floor out here with a minute 38 to play. Myler underneath, puts it up. It is no good. Batted up in the air, pulled down by Bewley, and he'll bring it up court with a minute and a half. Timeout by Warren Cunningham. With a minute and a half to play, it is Franklin-Simpson 47, Barren County 43.
Franklin is giving us all the chances in the world to win this basketball game. Why do you take that shot right there? Why did they take the shot on the previous possession? They were really doing a good job playing keep away from us, and then they decided to take a mid-range jumper they missed. That was a layup. It was contested, though. So they're giving us opportunities. But, again, we haven't scored in a little while and missed the front end of a 1-and-1 there. Even though we've been good from the free throw line all night, it seems like the score's been 47-43 for about 5 minutes.
Yeah. It was 36-35 Trojans at the end of the third quarter. And went up by as many as 5. But no field goals here in the fourth quarter for the Trojans, but they have hit 7 of 9 from the free throw line. And only 5 field goals in the third period.
It's not been a whole lot of field goals at all the half. Maybe it's the first one to 50 tonight.
Yep. Ball comes into Bewley. Be nice to get a 3-point shot here. Here's Brooks. Lobs it out. It's going to be, Spillman fell down, and the ball got kicked out of bounds by Myler.
Myler got his foot out in front of him and kicked it out of bounds. Saw a layup on the other end that would have pushed it to 6. That's turnovers both ways.
And Bewley gets it inbounds to Miller, hands it back to Bewley. Now Bewley working around the top of the horn, gives it to Spillman. Spillman turns, goes under, flips up the shot, got it, and a foul.
Case Spillman making his case for player of the game. We've got to make him will in this free throw here to put it to a 1-point game, and then figure out a way to get a stop on the other end to have a chance with the last-second shot to win it.
Hogan just picked up his 4th. Briscoe also has 4. And it's Tate Spillman at the line for Barren County. Free throw is up. It's good. Pulls the Trojans back within 1 point, 47-46.
First field goal of the quarter comes at a big time for Tate.
And here's Hogan with the basketball for Franklin-Simpson. We come down to 1 minute to play. And loose ball on the floor, and it's going to be tied up. Franklin-Simpson will get it back, though, with 57.8.
We were trying to get a timeout. But there was no way to do that. Got to look on here and see who you want to foul. They're all pretty decent free throw shooters.
You don't want to foul Jones. And Myler looking to inbound. He'll send it out deep to Jones. 55 seconds to play.
You're right, 85%. You don't want to foul him.
No. Jones will get rid of it over to Briscoe.
70.
Campbell's a guy you probably want to foul, but you got to
Yeah, he's 53%, but you can't be picky and choosy.
No, it can't be picky. Miller's fourth foul. It'll be the ninth on Barren County here in the second half.
Worst case scenario, it's still a one-possession game after that big and one opportunity we just converted.
Briscoe has 15 points in this basketball game, 9 in the second half. He's missed his last 2 free throws.
Still 1-1. Yes,
1-1. Yep. Briscoe on the front end of the 1-1 on the way, and he got it. 48-46. Bonus shot for Briscoe. Puts it up, and it is good.
We got 2 timeouts. We don't have to have a 3. 44 seconds is plenty of time. Just a good quality shot.
Here's Brooks taking it down. Right side spin move. Goes up with a shot. No good. Gets his own rebound. Back up. And a jump ball, but Barren will get it.
Good luck on that one.
With 36.2 to play. Barren down by 3. Comes in the corner to Miller. Bounces it out to Spillman. Down to 32 seconds. Beckham out of the corner. Fires away the 3. Bounces over the backboard and out of bounds.
No, and these Spencer told him exactly what was coming with that play, and they still left him wide open in the corner for a pretty good look. Just couldn't convert on that 3.
Barren County will take another timeout here with 28.1 to play. Franklin-Simpson will have the basketball, leading Barren County 49-46.
Full time out here.
Don't forget, whenever you're away from your radio, you can get the broadcast of Barren County High School sports on your computer, laptop, or smartphone. Go to Nash1037.com or by getting the Nash 1037 app. You can also hear us on 104thescore.com. This is WHHT, Glasgow Cave City, online at 104thescore.com, and BCHS Live tonight. We'll be in Tompkinsville on Friday night for a girl-boy doubleheader. The Trojans and Trojanettes taking on Monroe County. And then we'll be back here for the final regular season game at home here on Tuesday night against Metcalfe County. And before we go on the road to Clinton County to close out the regular season. And then it's on to the 15th District Tournament at Warren East this year. Starting Monday, February 20th, we'll broadcast all 6 games of the 15th District Tournament and also all 14 games of the 4th Region Tournament at WKU's Diddle Arena.
Miller and Brooks both out of the lineup right now with 4 fouls. You don't have much of a choice to try to extend the basketball game. As soon as somebody catches, you pretty much have to foul. Jones, the best free throw shooter, however, is taking it out of bounds, so that gives you a little advantage. And watch the run out.
And Jones gets it in play. Foul on Taylor Ogles. Going to put Briscoe at the line where he is 3 of 5. Three fouls on Taylor Ogles. And it's going to be 2 shots for Jalen Briscoe. 17 points for Briscoe. That's 1 point above his average on the year. Shot goes up. It's good.
2-possession game now. You just got to score it quick.
Yep.
Can't really be picky.
Briscoe for the second free throw toss. And it's up and it's good. He's hit 4 in a row here in this 4th quarter. 2-possession game. Barren needs a bucket here quickly as Brooks gives it off to Bewley. Bewley drives in, dumps it off underneath to Miller, puts it up and in.
Timeout. Last one, I think.
Yes, that will be the last one for the Trojans. 51-48 Franklin-Simpson. 18.6 to play.
Gives us a chance to stop the clock, but also a chance to get our defenders back in there that have a few more foul capabilities. They have pretty easily gotten the ball in bounds pretty easily gotten the ball in bounds the last few possessions. You would love to catch it and deflect it somehow to disrupt it, but right now the way it is, your best option is to foul them, put them on the line, and I'm not sure you even get to pick your rathers at this point.
Franklin-Simpson been rated either 3 or 4 in the region all season long. Number 4 this week behind Bowling Green, behind Warren Central, Bowling Green, and South Warren. Barren County at number 5 this week in the top 10 Bowling Green Daily News Prep Poll. $18.6 to play. Barren County down by 3. It's 51-48. Franklin-Simpson will have to bring it the length of the floor. And Jones is set with Ogles guarding him on the inbound and having some trouble here. Has to call a timeout.
Good defense. They have one left after that timeout. We kept everybody in front of us, and they didn't want to throw it the length of the floor there. That's all you can do. Just try to keep them in front. Face guard. It's a man-to-man type situation. Everybody for themselves. You got to act like a defensive back and keep everybody in front, and don't let the quarterback complete a pass.
In Barren County, only 2 field goals here in the fourth quarter. They've hit 8 out of 10 free throws to stay in the game. And so it's Clemens, Ogles, Beckham, Bewley, and Spillman on the floor.
Again, they can stop it one more time. They have the arrow, and they are, like everybody's, in the double bonus.
So Barren County, no timeouts left. Franklin-Simpson with 1. And it will be Jones to throw it in. As they throw it out of bounds play there to Gamble, back to Jones. Jones is going to be fouled with 15.4. Of course, that's the guy you don't want on the line, 84.4%.
That's a good design out of the timeout. That's an underused element off a make. But definitely somebody in that situation you're really not guarding, so that is an easy outlet.
Yep. Free throw is on the way, and it rims good for Gabe Jones. $52-48 Franklin-Simpson, 15.4 to go.
Again, same scenario. You got to get the best shot available. And this time you got to get out of the rim and throw it up there in the bleachers to get a clock stop, just to keep them from running the clock out.
Yeah. And the second shot is good for Jones. 2-possession game. Need a shot in a hurry. Brooks will fire it up for 3. It's off the front iron. Throws it back up from 3-point range, and he hit it.
Throw it out, throw it out, throw it out.
And
took us a minute.
4.4 left. It is 53-51.
What in that scenario, because you don't stop the clock like you do in college basketball and NBA, if we didn't touch it and kind of use a delay of game warning, they would never actually had to take it out of bounds, and the clock would have just run itself out. They're actually talking about adding time to the clock here, I think. It's just a warning your first time. A good use of that rule by Coach Cunningham.
And is Franklin-Simpson going to take their last timeout?
They're going to put 5.2, add almost a whole second, 8/10 of it on there. Not much, but a little bit.
So they're trying to get that reset. There it is, 5.2 left. Franklin-Simpson 53, Barren County 51. Franklin-Simpson's basketball. Gamble will toss it in. Has got Ogles on the trigger guy. Ball comes in. And immediately a foul on Barren County with 4.5 to play. And it's on 35. That's Carson Beckham, his first. And it'll be 2 more shots for Gabe Jones.
delay here gives Warren a chance to kind of diagram a play without actually being able to draw it up, but it's something you probably practice. He's got to miss this one to have a chance, though.
Free throw for Jones. He's got one more. 54-51, Franklin-Simpson. 4.5 to play. Jones for the second toss. And it's up, and it is good. 55-51, Franklin-Simpson. Spillman gets the ball in play to Brooks. Hurries up court with it, fires up a 35-footer that's off the mark, and that'll do it. Franklin-Simpson wins it 55-51 over Barren County. We'll be back with a post-game report after this break. Trojan basketball brought to you by Don Franklin Glasgow and Nash 103.7.
South Central Bank is announcing a 21-month and 9-month CD special with an annual percentage yield of 4.25%. That's right, a 21 and 9-month CD special is paying 4.25% APY at South Central Bank. You choose the term that works best for you. $500 minimum balance to obtain the APY. Come into any South Central Bank office today and put your money to work. You rate better at South Central Bank. Member FDIC.
There's always time for the drive-through deal. Because no matter how fast you are at making breakfast, McDonald's is faster.
Busy morning? You don't just need a breakfast. You need a breakfaster. Right now, get a sausage biscuit or sausage McGriddles with hash browns for just $2.79. Hurry, because this deal won't last. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure... Jim.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
Some of my fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others was her passion. She'd always say, the sweetest fruits of life come from serving others. And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact in the communities where we work and live.
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, Fred Gross.
For almost 20 years, the Wells family and Lakeside Recycling have been making our community a cleaner environment.
As a company, we focus on the needs of our customers, offering personal service for residential commercial waste removal and recycling. A lot of people don't know, several years ago, we also started offering dead livestock removal.
A small family-owned business that can take care of big needs.
When you call Lakeside Recycling, you're not just calling a business, but you're calling into our family.
Lakeside Recycling, Industrial Drive, Glasgow, 678-5202.
At the Glasgow EPB, we make it easy to be our customer. By offering both energy and broadband services, those who live in Glasgow benefit from knowing that their essential utilities are always working to benefit the community they serve. Those who need Glasgow EPB services can apply in person or online and can pay their monthly bill the exact same way. When you have trouble with your service, help is only a phone call or click away. That is how we strive to make our services convenient for you. Learn more at GlasgowEPB.com.
You're listening to the Barren County Basketball Postgame Show, presented by Don Franklin Glasgow. Now, back to Jay.
I got Coach Warren Cunningham up here with me now. Coach, tough loss here, 55-51. You played a very athletic basketball team tonight.
Yeah, we did, and weren't very sharp. I didn't coach very smart, and we didn't play very smart, so that's kind of a reflection of me, and I just did some silly stuff there. So just it's just kind of I don't know, just kind of messed up there a time or two, and it cost us in that swing of momentum, and we lost the lead, and we never got it back.
Had a 5-point lead there, I think, at one time, and only had 3 field goals there in the fourth quarter, but we made a lot of free throws, 16 out of 18 tonight.
Yeah, it was good. We just didn't get there enough. We had some opportunities around the basket that we didn't finish, but just got to be able to overcome those things.
Hogan, Briscoe, and Jones are 3 main scorers, average double figures. They got that again tonight. They're very athletic, very aggressive.
They are, and their size hurt us. It caused us probably more problems defensively than it did caused us more problems with their size on defense when we had the ball. than it did, hurting us offensively, or hurting us defensively. But they got a good team, and those guys are good players.
Yeah. Well, you've got Monroe County on Friday night on the road, a team you beat here by 11 points. They lost to Glasgow tonight by the same identical score, 55-51. That's another tough place to play when you go on the road.
Yeah, I think it's the 2 road games we have left are two of the toughest places that you go, and a lot of that has to do with their teams too. But Monroe's got a good team. Their record's pretty much about like ours, I think, and they've got a really good team, and it's tough to play over there. So we'll have to got to get some rest, come back Thursday, have a good day of practice, and be ready to go on Friday.
Has it been that tough to play these 2 games? These 2 teams, Bowling Green, Franklin-Simpson, back to back.
Well, I don't know. We play back to back a lot throughout the year. Now, sometimes you don't play 2 high quality opponents back to back, but these guys are young. They play a lot, and I don't. A lot. We're on the other end of that sometimes too. We play against teams that have played the night before, and so you can't really use that as an excuse. Just got to be ready to go and got to be a little bit sharper.
At least you got a little time to get ready on Friday night.
Yeah, and we got a pretty normal schedule from here on out as far as playing and having a little rest too.
Yeah, Coach, appreciate your time.
Thanks, Jay.
Trojans coach's comments brought to you by McDonald's. Enjoy a McDonald's meal tonight at your Glasgow McDonald's. This is the CPC Commodities postgame report. CPC Commodities, proven on our farm and made for yours. Well, it was a 16-11 lead for Franklin-Simpson after 24-20 at halftime. Barren came back, actually had a 5-point lead at one time there in the third quarter, and did outscore the Wildcats 16-11 to take a 36-35 lead after 3. And then the Franklin-Simpson came back and scored 20 points in the last quarter to Barren County's 15, and they win it by 4, 55-51. Franklin-Simpson with 20 field goals tonight. 4 of those were 3-point shots. They were 11 of 16 from the foul line, and their 3 main players, DeMarcus Hogan, Jalen Briscoe, Gabe Jones. Briscoe had 19, 13 of those in the second half. Jones had 15. He scored 9 of those in the fourth quarter. 13 for DeMarcus Hogan. He scored 7 of those in the second half. 6 points for O.J. Gamble off a couple of threes. Gavin Dickerson scored 2 points tonight. For the Trojans, 15 field goals. 5 of those were 3-point shots. And Barren County, 16 of 18 from the foul line. 3 players in double figures. Eli Brooks had 14 tonight, finishing with 2 3-point shots, 1 2-point basket, 6 of 6 from the foul line. 13 for Aiden Miller. He had 5 baskets. He was 3 of 5 from the charity line. 10 points for Tate Spillman tonight. He had all of his points in the second half. He had 3 baskets, one of those a 3-point shot. He was 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. 6 points for Bray Bewley tonight off a field goal, and 4 of 4 from the foul line. A couple of 3-point shots for Carson Beckham tonight, and a 2-point basket for Taylor Ogles.
15 of 37 for 41% tonight. 5 of 18 for 3 for just 28%. They were 20 of 44 for 45 and hit 4 of 10 from deep for 40. We turned it over 11. They turned it over 7. We actually out-rebounded them 23-20. We gave up 7 offensive boards, and we got 6. Just not enough plays down the stretch, and you'd probably like to attempt probably 10 or 12 more field goals and at least make 5 or 6 more to even have a chance. So a tough back-to-back night, but sometimes, you're not putting enough points on the board to score it and win it, and tonight was one of those examples of it, and you got to rebound. You can't hang your head, and we said 1 become 2. Well, it did. Now you can't let 2 become 3 in a row, especially with just 3 games left down the stretch.
Yeah. Time to name the Monticello Bank MVP of the game. Monticello Bank, your MVP when it comes to all your financial needs. Proud sponsor of the Barren County Trojans and Trojanettes, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tate Spillman had the best stretch of the game. I thought just we couldn't sustain it. And he and Bray are young, but they, at this point, we'll call them juniors, they've got to score the basketball more. They've got to be an outlet to take some pressure off Miller and Brooks, and even Carson to open things up. That's just something we got to see more, and I know Warren wants more. You can't just say, hey, go score. They've got to take opportunities and be smart with it. So move on to Friday night.
Yep. Again, the scores tonight here from Barren County High School on Homecoming 2023. Trojans winning the first game tonight 64-23 over Franklin-Simpson. And here in the second game tonight, it was Franklin-Simpson 55, Barren County 51. Our next broadcast Friday night from Monroe County High School in Tompkinsville. Girl-boy doubleheader with the girls' game starting at 6 between the Trojanettes and the Lady Falcons. And then the Trojans and the Falcons in game 2. Hope you'll join us for the broadcast if you can't make it to Tompkinsville. I want to thank Axe, our studio producer. And now for Robert Bauer, this is Jay Turner. Thanks for being with us, and good night from Barren County High.